up? All right, first coffee. So today we're going to be talking about travel financing. Boring. No, this is actually very exciting because I'm going to share with you the 3 apps that have just made my travel life so much easier and have helped me save so much money in the long run. All right, so the first app I'm going to talk to you about is not actually an app, it's a bank. They used to be called Transferwise. You might have heard of them. And they started off as just like a money transfer service online. So, kind of like a Western Union, but only online. So, I've been using them for 10 plus years as that service. And then, like 6 or 7 years ago, they opened up this new system, which is like a online branchless bank account. And there's millions of videos online that show you exactly what it does and how it works and why it's amazing. So I'm not going to do like a full-on review or breakdown, but I'm just going to tell you how it's made my traveling life so much easier. You open your bank account and you have your main currency. Let's say it's US dollars. So my main currency is in US dollars, but I still manage a lot of things in Europe and euros, which I live in Europe, so I need euros, and I still send money to Mexico for certain services like my therapy every week. I do it online in Mexico, so I need to pay that in pesos. And what this card allows you to do is that you have your main account. So I have a routing number, I have an account number. It's like the entire structure of an American bank account. And I can also open new bank accounts inside of my own account in other currencies. It'll be so much easier if I just show you. So let me open up the app. I moved around my money for the sake of this example. So let me try to break it down for you really quickly. So you have your main currency, with here are euros. But I also have Mexican pesos and US dollars because I operate in all of these 3 currencies. However, some currencies are supported in a way that you can actually open a bank account. So here, for example, this is a bank account. This is a European bank account with an IBAN, and the entire structure of a European bank account. So I can send and receive money to other European accounts. Then I have the same thing for the US dollar. I have a routing number. I have the entire structure of a US bank account, and I can send and receive money from a American bank account. However, they do not support the same system for Mexican pesos, but I can still hold money in Mexican pesos, but I'm not able to receive it because I do not have a Mexican bank account. This is just called a wallet, and I can send money to Mexican bank accounts directly. So that's the only downside. And you can actually hold like 50 different currencies in your account, and you can convert between them. It's super easy to use. So it's honestly amazing. It's like having every bank at your disposal in one single platform. The only downside that I have found about this card is that it's made specifically for like spending, sending, and for transactions, not so much for cash withdrawals, because they do have a limit of 200 euros per month before they start charging you 1.7% for your withdrawals. What else about Wise can I tell you? I don't know. I encourage you to check it out. They have everything on their website. They're also one of these like super cool companies, or like young and hip, and like their customer service is amazing. So as I said, like, who loves their bank? You know, banks suck. They're thieves. But I love my bank. It's honestly like, I hope that they don't change like their fees for the worst, because I'm just super happy with it. So I'll leave a referral link below if you want to order this card. It will obviously help me, but it would also help you because you won't have any fees for the first $500 that you transfer. It's also a super cool color, which I'm going to cover my numbers here, but it's this neon green. Don't lose me. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Ven. App número dos, Splitwise. This app is made specifically for when you're traveling with friends and you have to split the bill. Okay. Larita, bye bye. We've all been there when you're traveling with friends and you're like, oh, don't worry, I got this. And you pay 60 euros for dinner. And they're like, okay, I'll get the drinks tonight. And then you just have like a €5 beer. And then that's that. Feelings start to brew. And friends are very important. So we need to take care of them. There is a very popular saying in Spanish that say, cuentas claras, amistades largas. No debts, long friendships. So that is what this app helps you do. Not just for traveling, actually, this could be super useful for your roommates, people who split a lot of bills frequently. So I'm just gonna open my Splitwise here real quick to show you. Okay, let's open Splitwise. You'll have your trips here. I made an example trip. You invite your friends and let's add an expense. Dinner, 65 euros, paid by me and split equally. Yes, there we go. Up here you can see it was divided by 3 and it says I lent these 2 other individuals $43. Let's add another expense. Now we bought beers. They were $25, paid by Fernando and split equally. Let's go. All right, now let's make it more exciting. Let's say Fernando and Malika got hungry and they got chicken nuggets. I have no idea how much chicken nuggets cost. 23, because they ordered a lot of chicken nuggets. So not paid by me. This was paid by Malika. And it was split just between the two of them because I don't eat chicken. So you check off the person who did not participate and you go, okay. So here we have the 3 expenses, and up top, it shows how much I've owed. You can go to balance. And the great thing about this app is that it will consolidate all of the debts. So even if I owed Malika money, if Fernando owes me more money than what I owe Malika, Fernando's going to pay my debt. So that's basically it. You can have as many people as possible. We have had big trips. Like this one was 17 people. And that just makes everything a lot easier. App número 3. This is just a budget managing app. There's tons of them out there. I haven't done like a massive study of what's out there, but I've been using these 3 apps for a very long time and they are super user friendly and super functional. A lot of banks have this internally actually, but I just find this one is a lot more detailed, a lot more specific, and it has a lot of pretty graphs, for my creative brain that needs visual representations of everything. It's important to say that Spendy only really works if you've already created a budget. Because if you just use it to track things, you're like, oh, at the end of the month, great. Well, I spent like $500 on drinks this month. I should probably drink less. So it's in order for it to really like serve its purpose, you need to have an idea of how much you want to spend on a trip or how much you want to spend that month. If not, it's just like work, in order to see your life represented in colors financially. Anyway, I totally did that for a couple months and I was like, well, this is boring. But I will make another video on how to create a travel budget because that's also something that is super important in order to maximize those dollars. So yeah, so you have Spendy here. Let me show you as well. All right, opening up Spendy. Here I put just some expenses just for the example. You click on the plus sign. And up here, you see that I have Mexican pesos. I haven't used this app in a while, so I think I was still living in Mexico. And you can just select whatever currency you want. So put in an amount. Then you click here on this circle. And you select the category. You can make as many of these as you want. You can color code them. So let's put pets. I spent 500 pesos on my pet. Add transaction. All right, then these will accumulate. And at the end of your trip or at the end of your month, you can go here on spending overview and it's going to categorize everything into these little charts and into percentages. So you can see, oh, I spent 46% in travel or 9% of my budget's going to my dog. I should probably stop buying him so much food. I don't know. I should probably drink less, So I don't know. It's great. You can kind of just see like where your money's going. But as I said about the budget, it's important you go down here to the budget, you create your first budget, and you put all of your details here, currencies, you can put the start date, you can put how often you want this budget to apply, and these graphs will serve to show you if you're staying inside of that budget or not. So that's it for my recommendations today. I am always trying to encourage people to get out there. I feel like traveling can be very daunting to a lot of people, especially for the financial reasons, but traveling does not have to be expensive. Luxury is expensive. You just need a little bit of help on how to organize yourself, and you can make your dollar or your euro or whatever other currency you use go a very long way. Let us know if that was useful for you. If you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments. Any other topics that you would like me to explore about how to make traveling as easy as possible for busy, busy people. So, see you later. Ciao. Lara, how did I do? Did I do good?